yesterday was kind of an eye-opening day for me. I internalized most of it and didn't really, well, I kind of spoke about it a little bit, but not in depth. But yesterday I actually went to the interview at the old bank that I used to work at. And my experience with previous interviews that I've gone through, and by like the body language from the people that were interviewing me and everything, like I was pretty confident that like the interview went well. Thought, okay, if I get this job again, I know that they pay well, I know that it's a good company to work for, and I know that I'll be covered financially. In that time that I was, considering even applying, like I even hesitated to apply to begin with because I knew that at some point I would just not be happy working there. Not that the companies that I work for are necessarily bad companies, it's just that I know myself and I know that after a while I just really don't like customer service. I don't like being yelled at for things that are totally not my fault, or I don't like having to have confrontations daily with people that are really insensitive and rude to you for no reason. Started feeling like I was kind of giving up. I know it sounds really like weird and dumb that like, oh, giving up because you're trying so hard to find a job in the career or in like the field that you hate. And honestly, that's true. Like I was actually considering going to jobs that were even worse than the ones that I've been to and that paid even less because I was so desperate to supplement my income, and that's not a good place to be, and it's not something that I am proud of, but I feel like I do it all the time. Just choose whatever option is easiest and whichever option is going to get me money fast, and that's not a good thing either. There's a reason and there's a pattern behind my work experience, and I need to stop it. Like I need to actually find something that I'm good at, that I enjoy, and that I can make a living off of. Today I went to my interview, and even though I was happy that I was getting the opportunity to interview, I was starting to wrap my head around the idea of working there again. Something just kept telling me that it just wasn't the right way. Like it wasn't something that was actually going to bring me happiness. It wasn't something that was actually going to be a good thing for me. Yeah, financially it would have been great. I would have had more than enough money to cover my expenses, but I knew that at some point I would feel like I'm stuck again and that I'm making money for someone else and not for myself. Within like an hour or so after my interview finished, I scheduled my interview after having a full night shift and only sleeping for about an hour and a half. So I was really tired. I just did not want to have to deal with interview questions because you have to like really be focused and there, present. And then I knew that after that I had plans and I was not going to get sleep, so I like basically was sleep deprived yesterday. I did not sleep for more than 2 hours in 24 hours. It went, to my opinion, it went well, and when I got home I checked my email, and even after the interview they're like, oh, you'll probably hear from us at the end of next week, and I was like, okay, that's standard for anywhere. But I got my reply within an hour or so saying that I did not get the job, that they were going with someone else. And to be honest, I felt like such a big relief because all day the previous night when I was working, I was trying to figure out, how am I going to do this? How am I going to be working nights and days? And both jobs are known to give you more than 20 hours. So in reality, I'd probably be working anywhere between 40 and 60 hours a week. And the thought of that just made me cringe, and it just did not make me happy because I know myself, I was gonna burn out real quick and I was just not gonna be enjoying what I was doing. So I was trying to figure out like, what should I do? What kind of changes I need to make this work? But then when I got that email, I felt relieved. I was like, okay, well, at least now I don't have to choose between which job to either cut hours or cut out completely. And now I can just focus on something else, focus on something that will be lucrative, but it will also make me a little bit less insane. So that is the update on that. I didn't get the job, but I'm kind of happy about it. I feel like the people around me were more upset than I was about it. And to be honest and fair, I was a little bit upset, not because I didn't get the job, but because I felt like it was useless for me to go through the process if they already knew within an hour that they did not want me back. They obviously knew what they were getting from me because I've worked there before, and they knew the type of person that I am and the type of work that I do. And if they just didn't want that kind of person working there, then they probably shouldn't have made me go to my interview, made me, sleep deprive myself for something that they already knew they didn't want. So that was the only thing that made me a little bit upset, because I felt like, okay, I left here, so you already know, you have, some experience of what it's like working with me, so why did you waste my time and your time interviewing me? But I'm sure it's some sort of legal thing where they have to interview anyone that applies. It was kind of an eye-opening thing, and after that I just started to, like I said, I internalized my reaction to it, because I thought that if I talked too much about it, then I am bringing too much attention to the problem, and also I didn't want people to think I was actually upset, because usually if I talk about something a lot, it means because it's stuck in my mind and I'm upset about it, or I just can't get over it. But no, like, I was actually relieved. Told the people that I had told previously that I was gonna apply there. I told them how the interview went, and then I told them how I didn't get the job right away. And my old coworkers who still works there, she's like, well, maybe it's a good thing, and it's good that you're taking it so well, because there could be something better out there for you that you just haven't given yourself the opportunity to find and to be open to. And I totally agree. I feel like there is something better out there for me that will kind of correspond to everything else that I'm looking for and make me feel happy, because essentially that's my goal here. My goal is to be happy with what I'm doing, to be, relaxed and not so stressed out all the time. And working 2 jobs is probably going to stress me out a lot. There's good things ahead, and that makes me excited and a little bit scared, because obviously when you don't know what the heck is going on, you feel scared and you feel like, okay, how am I going to pay for this and this and that? But up until now, I've never been completely abandoned. Even when I'm at my lowest, I still feel like there's a little bit of hope, and I know that somebody out there is going to take care of me. I did for whatever opportunity comes my way, and for now, I am going to continue to work at night. I feel like that's the best option for me right now. It's actually kind of nice to have some days where I just have the entirety to myself, and I can do whatever I need to do. So yeah, I will keep you updated on what else comes my way. Thought about this too, but yesterday the weirdest thing happened at Target. Like at 10, and my Target closes at 11. So we were trying to look for a gift for my boyfriend's mom. We were walking around just looking at random stuff, and then I was looking at the cups or the mugs, because I love mugs and I like looking at all the cute little designs that they have. And this girl approached me out of nowhere and started up a conversation about the mugs, and then she started a conversation about life and about jobs, and about how she's also been unhappy with her jobs, and how she's actually trying to go back to school and study something different, and giving me all this solicited advice. But at the same time, it was kind of eerie and weird that she was telling me all these things, because it was exactly what I was going through yesterday. So it's like, how do you know exactly what I've been going through for the past couple months and what I went through today with my interview, and how are you telling me exactly what I want to hear? Like, it was just the weirdest thing, and it kind of made me laugh that that happened, but at the same time, it made me a little bit scared, because to be honest, I'm really paranoid about people just coming up to me and talking to me for like a long extended period of time. A lot of times I feel like, are you trying to like sell me a pitch? Are you trying to recruit me for something that I don't want to be recruited for? But it was kind of nice. She was really sweet, and then she asked for my number, which I gave her, because again, I don't know, something told me like, okay, somehow this girl knows exactly what you're going through, and she's trying to give you some advice about it. And even though it's weird and a little bit scary because stranger danger, it was, I don't know, something you told me to give her my number, so I did. If she does end up being someone I don't want to associate with, well, there's, you know, things I can do about that and just cut off communication. But if she does end up being a genuine person that was just happy to have a conversation with me randomly, then that's great, and I'm happy to have met her. It's the update on that, and you can probably tell by my face that I'm actually in a really good mood. The type of person that believes that everything happens because everything's already written in your life, that you are meant to follow a certain path. But I am a big believer that someone looks out for you and someone is trying to give you something better. So if something doesn't work out, it's because there's something better out there for you. So I'm hoping that whatever is out there for me will come soon. I also have to remember to be patient because I don't want to jump at just any opportunity just because I'm desperate. So yeah. Hopefully whoever watches this video will relate and agree with what I'm saying and get a little bit of motivation as well, because that girl really did motivate me and she made me feel like I'm going through the right path right now. So thank you to the Target girl. And thank you for watching, whoever you are. I hope you're well, and I hope that you are also on a more positive journey in your life so that we can continue to support each other. Thank you for watching. Bye.